Now,
Why I'm out
Karma,
here.
he said add him.
All right,
Karma, he
real
said add him.
fast. I want to make it clear why I'm out here though. Isaiah's out here. I'm out here. Me and Isaiah was having good conversations. I was having a good conversation with Christian. I'm just out here to make sure nobody fucks with the boat, just like everybody else.
That's because you care. That's what I
I
mean.
mean, come on now. There is low life.
Y'all gonna talk all this crap, not y'all ladies, but everybody on here is gonna bring this woman down. Her kids are taken care of. I don't
And they're
care.
safe. They're safe.
Listen, when I met her tonight, when I seen her tonight, I know she was talking shit about me, and I went straight up there and I shook her hand like a man. And I said, "What's up? Look, come here, talk to me." I didn't say, "What's up?" Da, da, da. No, I went straight up there and I addressed her like a woman. And I looked at her dead in her eyes, and I understood why she had to say what she said. And I gave her my phone. I said, "Look, swipe through." I didn't let her not touch it or none of that. Here you go. Like, so it was in my hand, yeah, but she could touch it if she wanted to. I wasn't cuffing or none of that. And then she was like, "Are you monetizing off his account?" I was like, "No, hold on." I said, "Look, boom."
He showed me that it's not
Right,
monetized.
right off my main. I can't even do it. I can't even monetize off my John right now. I got suspended for behavior because I be trolling so much on my lives and my thong got disabled. But that's neither here nor there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Karma
that's
is a cool
this is what I wanted
girl.
to say. This is
She
what I want to
is.
say. This girl's out here by herself, making sure that this man's okay, and people is trying to bring her down for saying that she's cloud chasing when she's literally just doing something good. She doesn't even have to be there now. KP told me, she was like, "Why don't you keep the camera on when you're there?" I said, "Because people gonna say I'm cloud chasing." She said, "No, you need to have the camera on because God forbid something happens and you don't have the camera on from the
True.
beginning, you're gonna end up getting yourself in a lot of bullshit." And I was like, "Damn, you're right. I didn't even think about it like that." So
Right.
Or
I agree.
danger.
this woman is
Yeah, I
alone.
agree.
This woman
Like
is
I don't got
alone.
the
She
camera
better
and
stay live
didn't
as much as she
say
can.
I'm
If her
not
phone
using
dies,
that.
she better go get another phone to go live off another phone because she's by herself and the only thing she got to defend herself is this. And you know what?
You
She's
can
doing
get
that.
security there though. Like what? When did that happen?
What?
When did you like get security there?
What? When did I get security there?
Yeah.
The first time, second time. I'm confused. Time? You want timestamps of?
Karma just said that it's whenever he can. You know, like he's got other stuff.
Whatever that video, the video with the guy in the all black, whenever that had went viral, that's the
Oh my
day.
gosh! I get security for him since the day after I met him, every single day, and myself.
So it wasn't 24/7 security.
No,
It was
it
just
wasn't.
whenever.
It wasn't
Okay.
around the clock.
Okay.
It's as much as I can afford, to be honest. At that time, you want the truth? My bank account is locked, and I've been able to go to the bank to retrieve it because I got scammed out of my bank account. Like money's taken out of my. That's personal stuff, though, guys. Like I'm using other apps to pay for what I can. That's not. That, I don't understand why I have to explain that.
Check. Someone asked what happened to the gram. Yeah, go
gram.
That's
ahead.
why I want to make it clear though. Check is
I can
doing
explain that stupid little thing okay, some stream snipers came over on his first kick stream, and I'm sitting there like off to the side of the screen, like trying not to be really on it. It's his first kick stream, so I'm trying to make sure you don't say nothing wild and nothing goes on because he doesn't know TOS guideline. So all of a sudden these guys are behind him, and one of them was like, "Hey Dan, I got a grant for you." And I turned around and I said, "What?" I said, "Bro, he's streaming right now. Like, have some respect." I don't know if they said grand, or whatever it was, right? At that time. I was just busy that my friend was on his first kick stream trying to get it right, and they're offering him anything. Like, just be quiet. And
So it was probably some like
for all I know, that could have been Terrence people. It could have been a gram of weed. It could have been it could have been.
I want to prove a point.
What
I want to prove a
happened?
point.
What happened, Karma?
I want to prove a point. Isaiah, you know I'm not gonna put you on the live, right? But real fast. What were the kids here tonight to do?
On the boat, they wanted to test the boat.
But what else were they saying? What were they screaming towards the boat
Oh, tonight?
tonight?
Oh, okay.
And what happened? They said,
What they were.
if I were to the discernment of it, they wasn't here to do good things.
But what were they screaming? Like, what did you hear them say?
I don't know. Repeat it to me. And I'll
So these kids was out here talking about
They
that
were mocking the gram thing.
they were mocking the gram thing, and they were trying to say, like, they were trying to get him to accept certain things, like drinks, stuff like that, rugs.
Oh, yeah.
Kids, young kids, They're
that
trying
shouldn't
to
that shouldn't even have access to alcohol. Their parents should be
exactly.
locking their stuff up. Like they're over here drunk driving on the street, then going to Dan and talking about, hey, you want this, you want that,
I
you want a
mean,
drink, and then being
carloads of kids coming up.
and then mocking that first little stream sniper that was sent over there by who knows who, and like, cause I would definitely not do that. I know Karma wouldn't do that, and he doesn't do drugs, so it's like somebody sent him during that first kick stream after we set it up, and was like, hey Dan, what are you doing? Hey. And they clipped the one part of this random guy that is not on the boat, that has no ties to anything that's going on, that was just trying to stream snipe.
Hey, check. So what that reminds me of is when, like, back in the day when we're all like with our friends and you call your mom and they're like, yeah, pass the joint. I really feel like that was like some stupid shit, and then people are just taking that legit. They probably just clipped that purposely, just like what you guys are saying.
While I was there, I know that's what happened. Is what I'm trying to tell you. It was more than that. It was a guy in the back, off the boat, on the dock, trying to offer him anything, and I just said, hey, bro, respectfully, this is first stream. Like, no, like, don't talk to him right now. That's all I was saying. Like, respect that he's on his first kick stream. That was very important for him. I could care less if he had $100 million.
Somebody said it's like a TikTok lady that's in here. She's real big on TikTok. Her name is Mama something. Karma, you could correct the name, but her name is Mama something. She's real big. She's trying to help Dan, but they're saying that you won't allow them
We're
to.
talking about Mama June. From,
Mama June.
Honey Boo Boo. She's in the comments.
I don't know who that is.
Okay, hold on.
Mama
Wait.
June.
Yeah, she's saying that she
in the
wants to.
comments.
Is
She's in
is
the
she
comments.
I'm trying to find it.
Mama June.
Mama June? If you're on here requesting,
I have no
She
idea.
wants. Hold on, check. She
Jack,
wants
I
to
got a
help.
question real quick. I got two questions. All right.
Go, Karma.
The law
is
is
she in the
coming
guest
down.
list?
The law is coming down Monday to take Dan's vote. Do y'all have
She's
anything?
connecting.
Are you all?
That's not
like,
true.
That's not true.
So,
All right, what about-
hold on, let me finish.
Everybody, all right, go.
Because this is how the narratives get spun. So I'm gonna finish what you said. So that's not true, but there is validity to what you said. The police did ask him. He said, I don't know if there's any miscommunication. He was on live. I did see the clip earlier. Someone said, it sounded like an officer. He said, hey, I don't know if there was any miscommunication, but we need you to delatch your boat from the dock or whatever. And they said, you're trespass from the park. But just because a police officer says you're trespass, it doesn't mean you're trespass. I've been trespassed from 3 places in my life. I was 16 for spray painting on walls. I used to be a tagger. And I know that in order for you to get quote unquote trespass, you have to get a trespassing warning in paper. Then after you violate that, then and only then, if you continue to stay there, then and only then can you be arrested. But they're trying to incite fear into him to get him out of there. And that's a public space and it's a public dock.
How much longer do you think they're going to take to try to like actually force him out?
That is something I don't know, and I don't have the answer for that because I don't have a crystal ball. But what I can tell you is that he won't be there much longer.
That's good.
And I don't mean, hey, hold on, before they clip that, because we're getting him out of there.
So my question
I
is,
figured that's what you meant.
Yeah, but you know, the Clippers. That's why.
Yeah, right.
so hold on a minute.
Everyone mute.
Sorry, Mama June. It sounds it's hard to hear you.
And I want to express this for everybody that wants to call me a rug addict and all that stuff. I was telling Karma, I said, what do they want me to do? Take a piss test? Hold on. I can't even do that because if I go to a lab, they're going to say it's an AI document. So I can't do that. I have to take a piss on live and get indecent exposure from the boat? Like, that's what y'all want me to do? I will lose no matter what. And I got no problem doing
No,
it.
you won't. All you got to do is go do your little test and make sure you have document proof on paper.
That's what you're not
I
understanding.
hear you, sweetheart.
People are
But
gonna
these
flip it.
days, yeah, I hear you. But these days, there's something called AI and we can do anything on this.
You don't even need AI. You can just
It's
edit
like-
stuff in
it's
your.
like
Yeah, you don't even need
everything.
AI, but
Yeah, you could get somebody from some, a place to make a document.
what
It's
would you
like
say?
everything we say or do, it's going to get twisted. No matter what we say, what we
Not-
do,
no
it's
matter
going to
what.
get twisted.
Hold on, Mama June. It's really hard to hear you. It sounds muffled.
Oh, she's here. Oh, I didn't even know this. Is what you were talking about?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's right above
This
you.
is the lady that I was talking about. She's been trying to get in contact with Lieutenant Dan, but they're saying that you want to allow people to be close to her.
I don't want no clout.
Wait, what?
don't-
That I
hold
won't
on.
allow her to be. I'm not, bro. He's a grown man. What does no one understand? I don't have his phone.
Okay, hold on just a second. I'm not trying to get a hold of him. I'm just trying to give advice. I've been doing this for 14 years, longer than Chick, longer than anyone that's been around him.
Yeah, she's on
This
TV,
world-
dude.
This world, I've been doing this for 14 years.
It's not a spit spat, but I've been doing this since I was 13.
It's not.
Go ahead.
Listen. I feel like this, whether it be you, it be anyone else around him. I do think that some people do not have his best interest, because if that was the case, it's like I do feel a lot of people are clout chasing with him. I don't give a shit. I don't need the clout. I have my own fucking clout. I've been doing this for 14 years and I'm very well known. That's
Me
one.
too.
Two, hold on, respectfully, let me talk. I'll let you talk. Two, I do think, because I have watched his daughter's videos, that yes, he does need, I think that if you were a person, that he needs to go maybe to a doctor, because he still has health issues. That should be one.
Can you respect Mama June? If you want to tell me what to do, hold on. No, I want to say this because I'm gonna get off. If you want to tell me some advice, I will receive your advice privately, and I will tell you what I've already done, but I'm not gonna do it on live, because you're gonna start giving me advice, and it's gonna sound like, oh, did you see that? Check's doing that because Mama June told him that he should do this. So I'm gonna calm down. You say whatever you think I should do, whatever. You could write me personally.
No, I'm not. I'm not bashing nobody, because that's
No, it's not a
his
bash. You have to understand how this stupid internet works, and you know how it works. I've done this since I was a kid. I didn't just start this. My family's been in music and baseball my whole life. That's not the point.
But I honestly feel like I've been watching Lieutenant Dan's live. I feel like there's a lot of broken promises that may not happen. So I want you and everyone else around him to.
I've never made a promise that hasn't been done, and I don't make promises.
Okay,
So I'll say that.
But that's the point. I have done some investigation about some stuff that has been said on live in the last couple of days. I know people in this industry, a lot more people, because just because you was around Aaron Carter, baby, I know a lot of people, baby. I've been doing this.
Baby, if you think Aaron Carter is where I started, I'm sorry, but the internet has fooled you.
Okay, so, but I've done some investigation on some stuff that, like, he's been hooked up with here in the last couple of days, and people can do their own research, but I do think that he does need the help. I do think that when I'm not on sick, and I feel
Queen,
like
mute your phone. Queen in Desert, mute your phone.
I feel like what Aiden Ross has said, that yes, as long as he can stay sober and clean, that he will help him. I truly believe that. I don't know Aiden Ross from a hell in a can.
That's amazing to say, Mama, but that's also a hella accusation to make. When did he ever say he wasn't sober? When did he ever even incite that? Like, for him to even say and follow off of Terrence, this is what happened. Terrence told him.
I don't give a fuck about somebody being on green, because a lot of people are on green.
Terrence
I
told.
don't give a shit. I have been in addiction. I am 5 years straight sober. And baby, he is on something more than green. And I don't give a shit what you say, anyone says. I don't care what he says.
I don't give a fuck what you say then either. 'Cause
I hope the best.
I'm gonna keep doing me.
And anyone else that is here. I hope the best for anyone that is watching this woman's chat. I've been watching Karma for a minute before she even became a Lieutenant Dan. Girl, I don't know if you've been seeing me, but I have been in your chat secretly. But I'm not here to bash Chick. I'm not here to bash Terrence. I'm not here to bash Karma being out there. I'm not here to bash whoever was out there videotaping his thing. It is what it is. He's in a public place, y'all. He's in a public place. Eventually, will he get ran off? Most certainly. But if he is worried about fans coming out there and wanting pictures and wanting to spend time with him, then maybe he needs to go back to his private place There's a guy, Matthew Holler, that offered his own slip, which was private, and he chose not to the day after the hurricane. If y'all remember that, go look on Matthew Holler's page. Yeah, he was live. I watched it. My thing is that I wish the best for him. I am willing to, if he is wanting to go into, get away, get in a facility, get clean. Anyone that's on this live, you can reach out to me on my Instagram. That is why I made the videos. I sympathize with his daughter because my own daughters went through that same shit. His daughter is struggling right now. His daughter is struggling. And I know that like Check has reached out to her, but I do feel like I would like to know who is in charge, because everybody knows on here, when you get gifts on TikTok, you have to only pay out with PayPal. Who's got in charge of that? Because you have to verify your ID on PayPal to get a PayPal. Tell me if I'm wrong or I'm right, if anybody's ever got gifts on this damn app. So who's in charge of that?
You muted, Karma.
So that's what I was trying to tell Check, because I've lived in Tampa a really long time, and like, you know, I have a lot of connections here in Tampa, so I offered my assistance to help Check in any way, like as far as getting IDs or anything that has to be done. Like,
there's been multiple people like yourself that has been willing to get him in the right position to expedite. I'll be honest with you, I lived in Hudson Island for 2 years in Florida, so I know how the Florida law works. My ex did not have a birth certificate. He is from Ohio. You can go and get your birth certificate. You do not have to go back to New Jersey. They can do that. And I promise you, if he has had Social Security before, why ain't somebody trying to get him back on Social Security? Why ain't he having to be reinstated, baby? I mean,
well, that's the conversation I also was trying to have with Check as well, was about the social media aspect of things, because I also know how.
He had 8,000 people, baby, and yes, TikTok takes half of your money. But I spent there today. He had 15,000 to begin with, and he ended up with only 8,700 people. They were gifting him at least $1. Joe would have made $1 a piece. So today, just alone on live, he made $8,000. On Wednesday, he gets cashed out. So where is that going to go? Let me ask you that. That's my question, Check. Who is going to get that? Because Terrence isn't going to get that.
Karma, he wants back up. All right, hold on.
Let him back up.
Honey Boo Boo, I mean,
All right, so
Mama G, I got a question.
Everybody mute. I'll answer that. And this is my last answer. This is my last answer, or I'll leave.
Everybody mute real fast.
Shit. All right, Mama, listen. PayPal is not set up. He doesn't have a form of cashing out. You know what he does with his gifts? He gifts them back. He also has his own little built-up account. And to be honest with you, he hasn't made no $8,000 off of gifts.
I call bullshit. I call bullshit because I know what this app can do.
Okay, since Mama June, you call bullshit, you figure out how you can run how much they made. So you figure that out, and when you get done, I want you to come back over here, and you're gonna owe me an apology. When you run how much he's made off of live, since you want to be so subtle and disrespectful, I want you to, before you call me a liar, and I can't deal with people like you.
Be honest with yourself.
Be honest with yourself.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Where is the $7,000 still in your trunk, secured?
Are you sick?
That's in your trunk?
Oh, the $7,000 is not in his trunk.
Are you
still.
sick?
No.
What is wrong with people, bro? I'm out. All y'all is weird as hell.
Check.
Well, I mean,
no.
I'm asking, like, where's the man's money at? Where's the man's money at?
Okay, how? The money, the $7,000 is not $7,000 no more. Come on.
Well, I'm not stupid. I know it's not that. It's probably way less than that. It's not like an allowance that should be added to somebody. It's his money. I get that he's out in public, but honestly, there's so many cameras out there where he's at. If somebody even tried to attempt to rob him, there's multiple people that sit out there every night. It's like a man filmed the boat for hours. I watched it for 5 hours. This man,
Mama June, I ain't gonna lie to you. Tampa's not that great of an area. I am born and raised in this area.
I know about Tampa. I
I'm not
have
gonna lie. He is a target out here with that kind of money. He is, and I was explaining that to my life. He is a target out here with that kind of money. That's why I'm out here with Isaiah right
The
now.
people who have offered him private spots, why hasn't he took that?
It's because Dan truly does not want to leave.
And he just doesn't trust people.
He does. Dan has said
Well, the
he
city
does not
at
want
some
to
point
leave.
is going to make him get the fuck out of there. Period. Period. You know that. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not telling her bashing you or anybody that's in Tampa, because I know what Tampa's all about, okay? I know people there. I've been there. I was actually supposed to be there this past weekend. But like I said, I wish the best for Lieutenant Dan, but he needs to stop trusting so many people, because he needs to be his own self. He can be amazing. But my thing is whoever told him that, I know Charlie that owns TNT. Charlie and them are not going to write a story about Lieutenant Dan 2 or 3 weeks from now. The news is today, not 3 weeks from now. So whoever's feeding him these lines that he's going to be on these shows, these internets in 3 or 4 weeks, the news is right now. Just like Hurricane Milton happened, this Hurricane Helene, him, everything. He is the news right now. He's not, may or may not be the news in 3 weeks. So TMZ ain't going to cover a story 3 weeks from now. I work with
Desert and Queen, mute. We can't really hear her.
I literally work with them every day. As a celebrity, we sell our own fucking stories sometimes, and they want to know the news right then, right there, not 3 weeks from now. So that's my thing. Like, stop feeding bullshit in his head, because I'm telling you, I've been doing this way too long. 14 years as of October the 12th.
Would you guys like to talk to Dan? I mean, I think he's up. I don't know if Mama June, if you want to.
Karma, check want to get up again. Check want to get up again. But I mean, right now at 3:00 in the morning, we're not going to be able to talk to Dan.
That man on his boat doing what he doing. He doing what he doing. If I really wanted to, I would go down there, but I don't need to.
Audrey, I understand, and it looks to me like you're just projecting. We all know what happened. You know, like, I've been trying to stay quiet, but to be honest with you, like, let's talk about your daughter, Honey Boo Boo. Like, what's up with her money? What happened to that?
Okay, the point of the matter is my daughter was already paid back. It was $30,000. My daughter has plenty of money, and what it is that was already settled. Okay, I know the backlash on that bullshit. You can watch season 7 in March, and y'all will find out that we have a TV show, so there's certain shit that we can't talk about. And there's
so you see how you're saying that? I don't know anything then, and you don't know nothing then. So let's just stop deflecting and trying to do this, and just you do you respectfully. You do you respectfully, and take care of your daughter's money or whatever it is, and make that right, and show you worry about you. And fix your problem, because it seems like you have other things that you have some skeletons in the closet you need to take care of yourself. And before you come to me and talk about Charlie and all these other people that you know that I'm in contact with, that you don't know what we're doing for Dan, just touch your nose, please, because you're not here, you're not boots on ground. All with love, but let's talk about it.
I don't have to be boots on ground, because, baby, there's some people that you know that I know that, trust me, I don't have to be boots on ground. I don't have to run. And all the bullshit, I just ran up on Lieutenant Dan, bullshit. If you in Tampa, just like all the other people are trying to run, was running to him at the time. I get that.
You know, I didn't know anything about him until that day.
You're too much on social media that I call bullshit.
And you know, I didn't know nothing about that day. I was actually in Vegas during Helene. I was actually in Vegas during Helene, and I had no idea about any of this because I was too busy actually making content, hanging out at I was actually hanging out at a mental health awareness home, and I didn't have time for none of this. I was enjoying my life over there, enjoying my mental health, being protected, and I was actually having a great time at MBM building my mental health. So understand this, I didn't have time to be looking at other people's lives. I was busy living my own, trying to make my mental health better. That's the difference. I wasn't worried about a Lieutenant Dan on the internet. I came back home and I found out after the storm, when I was driving into town to go cover some news, because if you look at my page, I was dressing like a newscaster during the whole hurricane, and I was being funny and doing little dances in the rain. And I said, let me just cover some stories in Tampa because there's stuff going on in Tampa, and I want to bring attention to Tampa and the wreckage that happened because nobody did that in North Carolina. So I was trying to do something positive for my city. So guess what? My friend calls me and goes, do you know about this Lieutenant Dan guy, man? I was like, what? He's like, bro, he's right there in your city. You need to go talk to him, bro, because he knows I'm a good person. I'm not going to say his name, but he's very respected on this app as well. And he's a big content creator. He told me, he said, man, go ahead and go talk to him, see if he's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? Make sure he's good out there.
I'm
Do
not
what you
saying
can.
anything bad about him or you. That's the thing.
That's very rude to say. I give a fuck about you, and I hope you do
I'm
better.
not the only one on this internet that wants.
I give a fuck about you, and I think you're an amazing person. I hope you continue to do better, honestly.
Yes, I'm doing amazing. That's why.
But saying you don't give a fuck about me is crazy. I think you're beautiful. I think you matter, and I think you should continue to push positivity and stop deflecting.
I do. And like I said, I hope for the sake of his daughter that things do not happen to Lieutenant Dan, because I promise you there's going to be red.
I agree. For the sake of him, his daughter, his grandchildren, his family, and the people that love him all around the world, all entirely. We all love him, and he's given me a lot of faith. He's given me a second chance, if I may. Through his story, I've learned a lot, and it's very motivational.
One at a time. One at a time. We can't hear y'all.
But my question is to anyone that's around him. When his money is no longer there after he gets his money from, I believe Tampa Terrence going to get money.
Who cares about money? There's no money. How about right now? There's no money. Let's pretend there's no money right now. I'm still around.
Last week, I mean, y'all done ran through $7,000.
So what you want me to tell you? He got fucking $35,000 in his pocket? No. He got no money on him because he got no money on him because it's safe, not because it got ran through. You guys are trying to pocket watch and you don't get it. What you gonna do? Go down there and honey boo boo him?
No.
Come on, Mama June. Be real.
As many people have asked me to.
June, let's be real. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you some lie and tell you got money on him when he don't. But the money ain't. Bro, you guys aren't listening. The money ain't honey boo booed. You feel me?
Baby, I don't make tons of money either, baby. I'm not a millionaire, baby. I can tell you that.
I know you took it from your daughter. I heard, so it's like I get it.
There was only 30,000, bitch, and
that's a lot of money to take.
But you're all about drama, so it is what it is. I'm just calling out.
You really took that, but you really took her money, Mama June. Did she ever get her money, bro?
Yeah, you can actually watch it on season 7 in March if you want to watch all that, because there's some things that we just have to put on TV and that we can't just.
And there's certain things that we can put on TikTok, and there's certain things we can't. So I guess you understand now, huh?
So I mean, I've been at this for 14 years, but
so you understand, huh?
But he's a public figure, just like myself, and
So you understand, though, is what you're saying, right?
But my daughter has also went on TikTok Live and told everybody that she's been paid back. So there's multiple videos about that too.
Well, I mean, there's also Dan telling you that I protected the money. There's also Dan telling you that I'm not receiving any money, and you guys still don't believe that either. So it seems to me like you're living my life right now. It sounds like, except you're trying to deflect it upon me. Let's talk about it. Why are you so quiet now? I'm being serious. I can just tell. I do my research just like you do your research. The same seats that you know, I happen to know too.
For 5 years, I spent $1 million on cocaine.
I'm sorry. I'm glad that you're recovered.
$1,000 missing out of hundreds of thousands of dollars that my daughter made.
Gosh. I'm sorry.
I feel shit for my.
You just used it for your nostril. Okay, I understand. It happens, and I get it. But I've never taken money for drugs. And that's the difference between me and you.
Okay.
But God bless you. I hope you continue to stay strong in your addiction and your recovery.
I'm not in my addiction. I've been sober for 5 years. I help recover.
Once an addict, you're always going to be in recovery, and that's one of the things you learn in the 12 steps. You're always going to be in recovery. You're always so. I mean, that's your denial. I'm always forever going to be in recovery. Yes.
Once you learn that I'm not even that person, and I have some people, that's why I reach my hand out. If he ever wants to go to a facility, I hope the best. Like I said,
What
for
facility?
me,
Facility for what? You're still assuming facility for what?
the world is not stupid.
No, the world is actually very, very, very stupid or ignorant to this situation. Yes,
You know.
they're not there.
But again,
They're not there.
I hope,
Just like you're trying to tell me I don't know your situation. You don't know this. You're going off of TV. So I guess we shall wait for season 7 to come out of this. Huh.
Yeah.
Let's wait till season 7 comes out,
But if y'all,
and then we'll see what
if
happens. I mean, I'm waiting for when season 7 comes out of the Dan. When season 7 comes out of Lieutenant Dan's, Lost at Sea and Gasparilla, whatever the hell this is, then we'll find out what really happens on the next episode. Because right now, it just seems like a whole bunch. It sounds like a bunch of BS from everybody. So I'm just gonna have fun with this live right now, and y'all twirl it however you want to. Now I'm being me. See, Karma, this is check the star. Now you getting to troll me. Now you getting the one that don't care. Y'all say whatever you want. Now I'm laughing. Now y'all
The
coming.
matter is that I hope the people that are truly around him right now, let's see if y'all are around in 3 weeks, a month from now, or 2 months from now. Let's
I
see
can't
if
hear you. I'm sorry. I want to hear you, but I can't because of the cars.
Let's see who's around in a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months.
Hey, I never tried to be there, and Karma will tell you, I never said I was going to be there for months and years and forever. I never planned to be a part of his career and stuff like that. I planned on securing his accounts and helping him where I could, and he's asked me to stay around because he doesn't feel safe. So I'm trying to stay around as much as I can. I have my own family. I travel back and forth. I have my own career. This isn't new to me. I didn't just start yesterday and say, I'm going to go show up on this dock and hope to God that I can have a career. No, this has been my life. Traveling around the nation, going back and forth between Vegas, California, going to label meetings, hanging out, doing brand developing, fashion. That's my life. That's what I love to do. Pushing forward a positive message in any way that I can and growing. I'm not no saint. I'm a piece of crap. I've gone through the worst of the worst, but guess what? I will forever try to be better every single day. And if you judge me for that, that's you. That's your problem, not mine.
I just hope, not just including you, but other people are not just there to take whatever y'all can and then buy it.
Who is y'all? Because there's nothing I can take. What am I gonna take? A paper? What am I gonna take? A little hit of a joint? What are we talking here?
Again, there's thousands of dollars that is on his account. He may be gifting a little bit.
I don't think you're getting it. There's not thousands of dollars on the account. You're gaslighting. You can look up how much people get from gifts, and that's not how much money he's made. I've seen his phone right in front of me. He gives people. He was at my house. You're lying. It's okay. It's okay.
A month on this app, and I know. How much
It's okay. Okay. I'm telling you that that's not there. 2, there's no PayPal set up to it.
Prove that.
Well, I guess she could prove that. Because she's there right now, so she wants to wake him up. Since you want to prove so bad, Mama June, and you want a pocket watch so bad. Mama June, why don't you worry about how much your daughter's getting gifted? Maybe you might get some money.
I don't have to get my money. My daughter is very young.
Sorry, my bad. It slipped up.
But I'm just saying, eventually, on Wednesdays, the PayPal has to be done, and TikTok is...
Hey, Mama June, you should be on 90 Day Fiance.
Do your research.
I think you should be on 90 Day Fiance, Mama June. I think that should be your next TV show.
Baby, I'm happily married for 3 years.
Oh, but it's TV, on season 17, it might be something different, This
I've
TV.
already worked with TLC. I worked with TLC for many years. That's how we actually got our start.
Just so you know, this isn't really who I am in person. This is me being a character. This is me showing you right here. Me on the internet, I'm a whole clown. Like, I'm just like this. In person, I don't even talk like this. Like, yeah, I was giving you the reality, but you didn't want to listen to the reality, so now I'm just gonna have fun. Like, I was giving you the reality, but you didn't want to hear it.
I'm not gaslighting you. I'm just telling facts.
Hey, live go Reese. All right, kid. Yeah. Hey, shout out to the gifters, man. Let's go. Run it up. You got that little live goal with the roses. It smells so good. Go ahead.
There's a lot of people that's out here that is worried about him as a human being, just like myself. Just
Okay.
like this girl Karma, she comes out here and spends time. She drives, I know, a little while past,
We're very
time with
appreciative
her
of
children.
Karma.
And I think that she is a good person. I've watched her lives long before
Yes,
this.
he's super awesome.
But again, I just hope that someone, if you are a nice person, you will help him set up the way that he can be able to get his.
Ma'am, you don't think that that's what I'm doing, but you have to wait and watch for the next episode. You're trying to jump to season 7 when you haven't even got to the last episode of season 4. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're jumping so far. You're not even watching the show, really. You're kind of watching the highlights. You know what I'm saying? You know them little books that give you kind of like, what's it called? Come on, y'all help me out because I'm not a reader. You know them little books that give you all the pointers on the actual book and then you get to read it?
I watch hours of you and his live, so trust me, I'm there. Like I said again, I think that
You can't set up Dan's PayPal without an ID, guys. Sorry.
exactly you cannot. So who?
It's not set up, guys. It's not set up. It is sitting in his account. Are you
It's sitting there.
Are you not listening to me, or are you just like not listening to me? Like,
eventually, TikTok is not going to let it sit there. I'm not stupid. I know that.
it is sitting there.
Yeah, it will sit there. It will sit there. I have my account and I have a few dollars in here.
Bro, I care. Cliff notes. That's it. You're watching the clip. You're reading the cliff notes, baby. It's okay. We'll update you. Read the book, please.
I don't need to. I know the book.
You know the book? How you know the book if it ain't even finished being wrote?
Like I said, no offense to the girl that's on the top. I understand it's a couple $100s, but y'all have to realize that there is at least a minimum today. Today, just alone, he made thousands of dollars on his.
Well, I'll tell you this. I didn't look at his phone today.
Hold on.
I didn't look at his phone today. So if he had a good day on live, that's him.
Okay.
But why are you watching this man? Why are you watching this man's pockets?
Pause.
Why are you watching this man's pockets? If he has his live and he runs his live, he has it.
Let him talk. Let him talk.
Pause.
I know. No shit.
I'm right here. But I gave Dan the phone so that way y'all can understand because he's on the phone.
Okay. Go ahead.
Why y'all bothering this man while he's sleeping?
That's what I'm saying. Why did y'all go wake that man up?
Check. Mama June, let him talk. He's trying to talk, y'all. He's trying to talk.
He was awake.
I would listen. All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I was asleep. I woke up. I've been up for, I don't know, a half hour, so nobody woke me up. That's no problem. And nobody bothered me here. I was doing my thing. I heard people talking up here. I knew there were people here, and that's fine. So nobody did anything to me. Now, I don't know what's going on. This has all gotten blown way out of proportion, okay? This whole thing about me doing drugs and shit like that. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I smoke pot. That's what I do. I got off a 14-year Oxycontin addiction that was prescribed by doctors in 2014. That killed me when I got off of them, but I did it and I survived. Now, I don't know what you people are all talking, because, I ain't into all this bullshit gossip crap. I didn't do this for fame and clout and money. I didn't know that.
Mama June, let him talk.
I was living my life, doing my thing. And it just so happened to be that a storm came through. Now, I tell you people my story because everybody wants to know. I'm in Tampa right now because God put me here. He told me 5 years ago while I was in Colorado in jail, Tampa, Florida, and get a boat. And that's what I've been doing ever since. I worked my way I got extradited from Colorado back to North Carolina. You all know some of the story, but you don't know all of it. You don't know what I've done. If anybody really wants to know, sit my ass down, put a check in my hand, and ask me. But you got anything to say to me, come and bring it. And this is going out to Trent, Terrence, whatever the hell his name is, that other punk-ass punk that came over here today again and wanted to talk to me. You want to talk to me, bring it. And I'm not starting no crap. I'm just saying, I'm tired of this drama bullshit. I'm not about that. Okay, you're all freaking gossipers. And
Let him just talk, and then you can talk. Let him just talk, y'all. Let him talk. Yeah.
Listen, I do me, you do you. Leave me the hell alone. Everybody's telling me that Check is no damn good. Listen, Check could do his own thing, but right now, I trust that man with everything. He hasn't shown me no way of disrespect. Terrence, I don't know enough about to like him or not like him. He was never around. He come by, take a snapshot video, and then bounce. Never hang out and say, hey, buddy, how you doing? You know, you need anything? And now they're saying, oh, I brought you food. I offered to put you up in a hotel. Yeah, you know damn well I'm not going to take it till you say it to make yourself look good, all right? No, bro, I ain't no punk. Don't play me.
And you don't want it, so, you know.
Right. I told you before, and everybody knew it. Everybody knew that I wasn't going nowhere. I wasn't leaving my boat. This is all I have. I'm not going to leave it.
But eventually, when
all right?
the city tells you
It's just been taken from me. I started from the bottom so many times. I got out of prison and lost everything. Got locked up on that bullshit, lighting that chick on fire. You don't go put you on fire. She threw a can of black beans at me from behind. I had a gas can in my hand. I went, ah! And I splashed a little bit of gas on her, and she had a cigarette in her hand. She picked up the phone and called 911. So this man's trying to light me on fire. The whole thing was a setup by a local punk that wanted to get my boat. So I'm sitting in jail for 33 days, and my boat gets stolen. They strip it, and it winds up sunk in Lantana. That's a police report. That's active. I found out I got charged with that while I was in jail, while I was in county on that charge. And the DA failed. She didn't file. They didn't file on this trying to light a woman on fire or whatever charges that everybody knows. She was a hood rat little chick that came down. Her brother was with a bunch of people the day before that stole my cell phone. And when I saw him, I said, where's my shit? Where's my shit? I turned around after.
Mama June, we can't hear you. It's very muffled. You got to pick your phone up or move your hand from the
Am I
speaker.
being called Mama Joe? Who's Mama Joe? Or is that
Some
me?
random lady that something about her daughter that she took advantage of her daughter's money and stuff.
No,
We gotta watch for that.
So hold on, y'all. One at a time. He can't hear everybody if everybody's talking.
Right. Listen, this is I don't know what this is all about, but I know my name's involved.
Okay,
So I'm just telling you what's going on. You really want to know my story? Put a check in my hand, sit my ass in a chair, and ask them. I'm an open book. Everything I say is freaking verifiable. I don't lie. I don't exaggerate. I'm on point every time, 10 toes down. I can do this. You can do this.
Worried. I want you to make sure that you get your
God
money.
sent me here. He put John 3:17 in my heart. But God sent the Son not to condemn the world, but to save it. What?
She let her talk. She got something to tell you. I guess.
I don't think he can hear her though. She's really muffled.
I can't. I hear.
He needs her to speak up and everyone mute.
All right, let's go. Everybody mute. You gotta put.
Speaking up. The only thing that I want you to do, Joe, is I want you to be successful. I want you not to get your hopes up about certain things. I want you to be. I know you are realistic. I watch you every time you go live. I love your story. I love you everything. I hope that you and your daughter have great success and y'all can work out that relationship because my daughter, my daughter was the
Don't
same way.
speak on family. Don't do that to him.
You could stop now. I don't know who you are. I'm not taking advice. No, you can please stop and you can listen to me now because you're mentioning my family and that's none of your damn business.
Okay, but listen.
So, no, I don't need to listen. No, I'm going to hand the phone back. I'm going to go back to doing me.
I don't understand, Dan.
Joe, Mama June, come on. We need peace.
Y'all triggering him because he's really, you don't understand. This is his, don't do that.
I'm
You
not
went from
triggering
his
him, but I have been
finances,
through his
leave him
same
alone.
situation.
Okay,
Joe,
let's leave the
same
daughter
situation.
out of this. Everybody wanted Joe to come in and talk. He's up. He woke up. Nobody woke him up. He's here to talk. But let's just keep the family out of it, I guess. Let him talk. He's being an open book. I can't agree with that.
I can agree with that. I didn't say I didn't.
Yeah, I know. My haters want me to be an open book so I can pick more ammo. People that give a shit about me want me to keep my damn mouth shut and don't want that to happen to me.
I want you
Exactly.
to I want you to make
All right, but I know. No, listen, ma'am. I don't know who you are. I really don't, and I don't care.
Okay,
I don't care. So please just shut up. You can leave the live, or I could, one or the other.
For 14 damn years, I've been on reality TV, and they have.
Okay, good. I don't care. I don't need you,
Somebody
ma'am.
needs to drop her or something.
Somebody drop her. Get rid of this woman, please.
Thank
Okay,
you.
well, you have a great night,
Bye, honey boo boo.
Joe.
If y'all want to talk to Dan, he's right here. His name is Joe, and you can address him as Jay, his real name.
Right.
Stop calling him the little gimmick, okay?
Okay, listen to me. Like he just said, check. He got my back, bro. I trust him. He knows me because he spent time with me. He sat here and he listened to me on bullshit. So he knows the Lieutenant Dan thing. That was Terrence. That was Terrence. He wanted me to do the scene from Forrest Gump about, yelling at the storm. Oh, you want me? Come and get me. All that kind of crap. The only thing when he came and talked to me, like, can you do this? It was sunny. It was a beautiful day. What am I supposed to do? So I ad-libbed it. I made up this stupid thing. I had no idea what was going on. And then he tells me he put it on TikTok. And at the time, I really didn't know anything about TikTok. I'm a Facebook kind of guy. And I was looking for likes. Okay, likes. Oh, wow, 5 people saw my shit tonight. That's awesome. That's what kind of, that's what kind of people I had on my Facebook. Look at my Facebook. You'll see. I'm not about clout. I'm not about anybody knowing me. I keep my low key. I do my thing. I stay in my lane. All I do is talk about my father. You call him God. I call him Pop-Up. And I try to be a good person and help out when I can and just stay in my lane and do my own thing. Now all this shit happened and all this stuff with Terrence comes about and all this stuff about blowing up and $50,000 a month deals. Listen, I had money. I don't need it. It doesn't impress me. I don't give a shit about money. I hate it. But you need it in this world, you freaking bunch of nuts. God gave you everything and you got to pay for it. He didn't tell Eve, here's $1.50. Adam, here's $1.50. Now go up that hill and Joe will come down with $2.50. Or you know the song, the joke. I mean, you people got me fucked up. Excuse my French, but you got me fucked up. You talk about me and you act like I'm a drunk or I'm a fucking this, I'm that. You know how fast this has all come about for me? I ain't used to this. I'm used to being on my own 24/7. I got to look out for myself, 10 toes down all the time, because you never know who's coming up behind you. And that's why Terrence, when this all started and he would come, take the video and leave, that's what I thought it was. I was fine with that. You want to make a little video, post it on your thing, have your little college friends say, ha, 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 whatever, I'm good with that. I didn't know this shit was going freaking national or whatever, or then when the storm came, it all came about me. And I wasn't clout chasing. I didn't want to be on the news. People came up to me. I'm trying to keep my boat afloat. This is my home. This is where I live. Look, those are my solar panels that charge my battery, to charge my cell phone and my speaker, which are the only 2 things I own that I give a shit about. Because all I care about is my music and my Bible. Those are the only 2 things. When I packed a bug out bag, just in case the boat went down, the only things in it was my freaking speaker, my Bible, my weed, and my cigarettes.
Joe,
What?
are your breathing is okay? Like, are you okay? You need water or anything?
No, I'm fine. I got everything I need.
Okay, hold on, wait.
Okay, listen,
Chat, he's fine. His breathing is okay.
No, you gotta understand.
They were just worried because
Dan,
of the breathing.
as they call you here, right? This is what they've been saying. That you need to go to a facility, a doctor, all this weird stuff when they don't understand you. That's what I'm trying to say. Y'all stop worrying about his medical. He's fine.
Okay, let me talk. Let me talk. I'm gonna listen. My boat's soaking wet, and I'm in. You want to talk? We'll talk. I'm up, and we'll do it. Now, I got your phone, hon. All right. Now, I suffer from a disease called bleomycin toxicity poisoning, which was from chemotherapy when I had cancer. All right. That gave me lung damage. And I walked around with that disease for 14 years. And what it does is build up phlegm mucus in your lungs where it's hard to breathe. So from 2000 to 2014, I couldn't walk up a flight of 3 steps without getting winded. I couldn't do anything. I was on the couch. That's when I was taking all the prescription pills that the doctors were giving me. Oxycontin, Percocet, mood stabilizers, appetite stimulants, this, that, the other thing. I mean, I'm eating these things like candy. But I'm not getting no better. And now I'm sitting on my couch 24/7. I don't sleep in bed with my wife. I sleep on the couch or in the recliner. She sleeps upstairs in bed. That was when our marriage fell apart back in 2000. And then I don't think it was ever real before that. So if people that want to know about my marriage, you want to know, just ask. I don't give a shit. I'm an open book. I'll tell you.
Okay, y'all, don't come in here talking about quit smoking then. Nobody's in here in his position. Because everybody's literally in their bed, on their couch or somewhere that's not on the boat. Like, let's be for real.
Right. Now, is that bosom? Or boss mom?
It's boss mom.
Boss mom, boss. I'm sorry, bosom. My mind, dude.
But yeah, like now, stop saying quit smoking because y'all can't get blocked.
Okay, please. Okay, boss.
Ain't nothing wrong with smoking. They need to shut up.
When you see a lot of questions come up that they keep coming up, then go ahead and ask me because it goes by so fast I can't read it. but I'll address.
Okay, I will.
I will address every question. All right. Yes, you are correct. I have to quit smoking. I can go to jail and I can quit smoking like that. That doesn't even bother me. I don't think about it. Oop. Visibility restrictions. I think I gotta bounce out and come back, or I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she got an R. That's what he's saying. He's trying to save her life.
Okay.
Restart.
Restart. Should I restart?
Yeah, end it and restart.
All right.
For her, so she don't lose it. Yeah.
All right.